And with these teams, Brent, we have a couple of the deepest rosters in the NBA, and not many coaches can go as far down the bench as these two.
Well, a major advantage if you have multiple guys that you have tremendous confidence in to go out there and be switchable, be able to pass, move, and initiate the offense. That's a luxury for a lot of coaches to be able to adapt that way.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3. A nice shot by Booker.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Passes to Morant. It's tipped. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Morant. Here's Crowder, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Getting bumped after the shot, no problem for Jay Crowder.
And hey, how about the career for a guy like Jay Crowder?
This guy has played some bully ball, and he doesn't mind playing inside. And I think guys love to have a guy who takes on that physical responsibility to be the tough guy on the team, something Jay Crowder enjoys doing himself.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Now here's Paul. And the pass to Booker. And blocked by Bain. Adams outside. Memphis moving it around. Booker against Brooks. Second shot opportunity. Here's Adams. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Booker. Bridges outside. Paul left side. Drills the baseline jumper.
And Chris Paul so comfortable operating in the mid-range.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Morant. Count the basket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Paul. Kicks to Crowder. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Here's Paul following the score by Memphis. Makes it off the glass. Paul's got his second basket of the game.
Chris Paul not afraid to go inside, play amongst the trees, and still find a way to score.
Morant passes to Bain. Goes up on the high post. And it's Morant missing.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Pass to Ayton. He kicks it to Paul. Inside, stolen by Brooks. And here we go. Fast break and Morant. Oh.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Paul looking over the floor. Up top, Crowder shoots the 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Crowder's got 8.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Morant. He's got 8. Tries again, and there's the nice layup by Adams.
The motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
Paul against Morant. Kicks it out to Booker. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his second foul of the game.
13 foul.
Memphis on defense. It's a 5-point game. Ayton a screen on Bain. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Booker.
Now, he really gets up there. I mean, Devin Booker will surprise you and throw it down.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Morant with it. Now guarded by Booker. Bain for 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, you can add it to the list.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Phoenix ahead.
Please give a big round of applause for your
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And then Morant rams it in.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Paul passes to Bridges. Back to Paul. And Adams sends it back. Morant kicks to Bain. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Got a piece of it. Crowder with the steal.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 7. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. They are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you.
Bridges showing off his athleticism. He's able to get in there at full speed and still score.
Here's Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And it goes down 2 points. Brent, how has size now affected the way the game is played?
Well, if I could just take a detour, Kevin, I would tell you it's skill that has affected the way the game has played. I mean, this has always been a tall man's game, and usually it's been dominated by the biggest guys, but that's not the case anymore. So you look at 6'4" to 6'7" guys who are skilled to shoot, pass, and dribble. That's what every team is looking for, and that's the way the modern NBA team, especially a championship caliber team, is made.
Booker outside. Pass to Paul. Booker against Bain. And it's good for 2. Booker's got 7 points.
And Booker does not lack confidence when it comes to his ball handling. Wow, sensational there.
Ball against Morant. Jackson from long range. That one's not going to go. The Suns go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Bridges passes to Crowder. Kicks it to Paul. Back to Crowder. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crowder. And former Grizzlies small forward Mike Skinny Miller here in Memphis to watch the game.
Top 30 all-time in three-point percentage. He was one of the game's elite marksmen.
Morant dishes to Jackson. Here's Adams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Well, Adams with the make them pay mentality right here from the free throw line.
He hits the second from the line. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Adams, another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And a lot of times Adams only looks to shoot from that area on the floor, really knows the limitations in his range.
Here's Paul at the crossover. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Bain kicks to Brooks. Misses the 3. Suns leading by 5. The drive by Paul. Booker at the elbow. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Adams, some nice D. For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Outside, Bain. Dishes it to Jackson. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Now just a 3-point Phoenix lead.
And don't forget, his dad played in the NBA as well. So Jackson probably grew up getting bumped.
Thank you, David, for that interview.
The Grizzlies, 29. The Suns, 32. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
Just not thinking about it twice. Devin Booker with the ball. He's going to let it rip.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. The pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks. 6 to shoot. Rebound by the Suns.
Look, everyone wants to be part of a highlight play, but when you miss on completing it, it's pretty embarrassing, just like we saw there.
Bridges misses. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Bain with it. Bridges covering. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Booker. And the basket by Jackson.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He is such a strong finisher in the paint.
Paul against Morant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Paul, right side. He takes it in, and it's blocked by Adams.
Well, the size of Steven Adams one thing, but persistence is another.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Free throw good, Bain. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
And finished off by Morant.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight.
Bridges attacking. The putback, and Ayton stays with it.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Outside for Jackson. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Paul passes to Crowder. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
14 foul.
Paul dishes to Booker. Back to Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. 4 on the shot clock. Here he goes. And the dunk by Booker.
This isn't all that surprising. Remember, Devin Booker once put 70 up in an NBA contest.
Ball against Morant. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Ayton.
And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
Here's Ayton. An easy 2 points on the layup. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
The big man coming with an attacking mindset. That's something for the defense to deal with, and Ayton is dealing.
Morant against Paul. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to a point with the bucket from Morant.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Here's Paul. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. It goes on Dillon Brooks.
Chris Paul, as a veteran leader, just sets a high standard for the team that he's playing on. And it's really elevated the other guys.
Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Morant. Here's Adams. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, a combination of muscle and some focus right there allows Steven Adams to collect another bucket.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistleblower.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Phoenix.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Throughout the game, the mid-range area has been their bread and butter, continuing to pull up from there with a tremendous amount of confidence.
And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. For the lead, here's Adams. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
13 foul.
Jackson with it. Chris Paul covering. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Booker. And there it is for him. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
And Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Morant left side. over Paul. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Love the confidence of Devin Booker. When he gets a screen, he knows what he wants to do.
Morant drives in. Left side Jackson. Brooks against Bridges. Brooks kicks to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Bridges with the steal. Booker with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Paul, no one around him. Drills the three-pointer. And the Suns lead by 7.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Suns leading by 5. Paul passes to Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And Morant gets it to go.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Paul goes in, and it's Morant with the rebound. Morant's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Second personal foul. Second.
Free throw good. Bain. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Morant scanning the floor. Adams in the corner. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And that is a big loss for this team. This game's still in the balance, and he's someone they always want in there at crunch time.
Tillman, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Crowder finds Booker. And a dunk by Booker.
Booker sometimes can come up with those. He can be an impressive dunker.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And here's Morant. Pass to Tillman. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Paul with the ball. Now defended by Bain. Here's Booker. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
Some of the greatest shooters in the game always talk about being on balance. Booker does a great job there. Keeps his eyes on the prize.
Ball against Morant. And he drives in. That's good from Morant.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, we talked about the offensive rebounding ability, and they're all about Ayton's timing. What a dunk.
Morant against Paul. Brooks kicks to Bain. Off target from three-point range.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Pass to Paul. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Booker is screen on Morant. Just 5 on the clock. And the foul called on Xavier Tillman. That's his first foul. 1:20 left to play in the final quarter. And then Morant slams it in.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Paul outside. Clock at 6. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And Chris Paul is not afraid of getting hit, whether it's him initiating it or anticipating it. Plays through that contact well.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. 8-point game. Outside, Dane. With the floater. The shot, no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Bridges for 3. They grab their own miss. Five on the clock. Booker with no one around hits the 3-point bomb. Booker's got the lead up to 11 now for Phoenix.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Oh, Ayton in position. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
We have two very smart teams that tend to make great decisions.
And that's the value of experience. You know what you're good at, and you limit your mistakes. It's hard to fool a person who sees it all.
Now here's Paul. Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. George outside. Lots of room. It's good.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Now Paul from deep. They get the rebound. Outside Booker. On target from range.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
The open shot by Wall. The wide open shot is on the money. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And here's Paul. Crowder outside. Paul against Wall. Here's Ayton. Out to Bridges. And stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And the jam by George.
That's right. PG shows these fools what's up.
And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, BA, I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare. Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
The thing about Booker is he rarely has an off night. He's one of the most consistent shooters in the league. For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Now here's George. Shoots over Booker. George, no good. At around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Shoots. Phoenix no good that time either.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Stolen by Bridges. And the Suns pushing it up now. The finish! And it's Bridges with the jam.
And this is what Paul is known for. He is a shrewd distributor with a pass-first mentality.
And the big finish by Wall.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
Pass to Booker. Now here's Ayton. And here's Crowder from the arc. And the Suns get another 3. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
Bridges finds Crowder. Outside for Booker. Goes up again. Bridges outside. To the paint. Here's Crowder. And it's blocked by Wall.
Oh, nicely timed by Wall. Just so gifted with tremendous length at his position.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Just 5 to shoot. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Out to Bridges. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by George. Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
Here's Paul. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Pass to Ayton. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
Now here's George. 6 points for him. He connects, and now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Here's Paul. Pass to Crowder from behind the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. In transition, here come the Clippers. Zubac passes to George. Leonard for three. Drains the triple.
In general, that's an important shot for Kawhi. When the threes are dropping, it rounds out his entire game.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Booker, good.
I mean, once he crosses the timeline, you need to pick him up. He can drop it in from way back.
Wall finds Leonard. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Good. Leonard's got 5 points.
Resourceful play by Leonard, finding himself a look for mid-range and sinking it.
Outside Booker. Ooh, nice D from George. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Los Angeles Clippers. 8 points in the quarter, showing how... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And he lobs it up to the rim. Stolen by Ayton. It's Booker on the wing. Wall covering. And Booker the bucket on the assist from Crowder. 11 points in the game.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Leonard attacking and connects on the 9-footer.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones too. No way he was going to miss the wide open man on that one.
Bridges passes to Paul. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Outside for Booker. Here's the teardrop. No luck on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Here's Paul. And Wall pulls it down. The Clippers in the lead. Morris with it. Now guarded by Booker. Wall no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
First team.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Leonard on the take. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Athletic play by Leonard in the paint, not letting anything hold him back from his shot.
Here's Paul. Great D that time from Zubac.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Here's Leonard. And it's off the back of the rim, no good. Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. And it's Paul off the drive, out to Bridges for 3. And again, it's the Suns missing.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Second team foul.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to George. Hangs, and the layup is up and in. George has got 10.
And just using balance and coordination, George can make plays and baskets that many can't.
Stolen by Wall. George against Booker. George's shot is off. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Ayton inside. He's working on Morris. To stop the drought. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, BA, when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. And you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
Crowder outside. A minute and a half left in the second quarter. For three, Booker nails it from three. He's got 14.
Instantaneous offense. Booker gets the hot pass and quickly has that shot in the air.
Paul against Wall. Here's Leonard. He's got 9. Clock at 4. Here's George. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
Here's Booker. Got a hand on it. Outside Wall. Off target from 3-point range.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Paul can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Leonard's got room. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Leonard's got 11.
Amazing that catch-and-shoot jumpers were considered a weak spot for Kawhi when he came into the league. No one thinks that way anymore.
And the shot's good.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Wall against Paul. Wall, the pass to George. Down low. Pass to Zubac. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Rock the baby. Working the size advantage inside.
And a pretty tightly contested game here. Allie, as always, thank you.
Your Clippers. 27. The Suns. 23.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, BA, I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Booker for 3. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Here's Leonard. Here's Zubac. Tries again. And he takes it up and lays it in. Zubac has got his second basket of the game. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Wall, the pass to Morris. And here's George. Booker defending. That's tipped. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. The Clippers trail. Lets it go from 11. Misses off the left iron. The Suns have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. And he banks in the layup. Paul's got 6.
See, I like it when Paul attacks the hoop, when he looks for his.
The Clippers have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. In transition, here come the Suns. Yep, that one goes. And now a 6-point Phoenix lead.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Out to the wing. Will it go? And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And being that Wall is a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Paul passes to Crowder. Back to Paul. Bridges, right side. Booker against George. Morris for 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. And it's now just a 1-point Phoenix lead. Paul against Wall. Paul passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Here's Wall. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
That one drops. He ties it up.
The speed John Wall plays the game has always been the thing that sets him apart. And even as he's pushing the tempo, he just stays in control.
And Booker with the jam.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
Wall, the pass to George. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third quarter. Pass to Leonard. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make and 9 tries so far. Well, you talk about Wall's speed, Richard. There aren't too many players quicker to start the break than him.
He loves to get out and run. If Wall has a chance to push it and catch the D off balance, he'll do it. Just the kind of mindset you want at the point.
Second team.
That one's off.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
And that one drops. So now they lead by 1.
And hey, he did just enough to get the lead. That's what's most important.
Pass to Booker. To the middle. It's stolen by Leonard. Wall, the pass to Morris. Back to Wall. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Wall's got 6 here in the quarter.
So physical for a 1. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
Booker with it. George defending. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's the Suns missing. Pass to Wall. 4 seconds left. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
And we've watched the... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He said, quote, "We are within striking distance. This is where we take over and turn this game into our favor. Let's go get it."
Okay, thank you, Allie. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Pass to George. Back to Wall. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 7 assists in the game.
Fantastic night for Wall. Looks like the guy who tore up the league when he first arrived.
It's tipped. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Here's Booker. And the Suns miss again. The Clippers in the lead. Got a piece of it. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. The Clippers grab the miss.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Back to Wall. 6 to shoot. Leonard outside. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Phoenix ball.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Hall from deep three-point land. Misses the step-back jumper. Now here's George. From deep three-point range. They get it back. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. Jump shot is good.
And that's just pure from George. Nice job measuring the defense and taking the mid-range J.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Leonard outside. Pass to Morris. Back to Leonard. The three. Rebounded by Chris Paul. For Phoenix, they've got nothing to go so far in the fourth. They're 0 for 6. Crowder finds Bridges. Ayton, no good. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Leonard for 3. Crowder grabs the miss.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
And the Suns miss again. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Pass to George. Jacks up a 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Booker for 3. Phoenix no good that time either.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Here's Wall. That one a little long. And Phoenix shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Crowder. And Crowder with the jam.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time Booker showing us his vision.
Ball for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
Yeah, and you're not going to just have the green light for long if you're chucking up bombs like that.
Leonard for 3. Crowder grabs the miss. So it's Phoenix now. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
George outside. George draws the double from deep. The rebound by Bridges.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Wall with it. So the Clippers win it. Boy, they didn't make it. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to
about this matchup? The team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. Booker looking around. That one, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Edwards can't hit.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Here's Gobert. Out to Russell. And taken away by Paul. Fast break, here come the Suns. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They'd better hope this thing works out. A lot right now.
The drive by Russell, and he's able to get it back. Edwards finds Prince. Another shot. Up again, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in.
Well, putting all of that 7-foot frame to use, Rudy Gobert has been one of the consistent offensive rebounders in the league.
Here's Booker. Rebound, Minnesota.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Russell. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Paul. Here's Russell with the 3. Crowder pulls it in. The Suns have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Over to the left wing. Paul against Russell. And Paul gets it to go in.
Working inside, Chris Paul has the ability to outsmart the opposition and makes himself a good shot opportunity.
Prince outside. They get it back. Back to Russell. The 3 ball. Again, Russell missing. Paul dishes to Booker. Back to Paul. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. At the tip, it's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. And here's Prince outside. Towns, the pass to Russell. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. Edwards against Booker. Pass to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. And Towns throws it down.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Booker in the corner. From deep. Rebound, Minnesota.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Oh, Ayton in position. And stolen by Russell. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, when active and engaged on the defensive end, you can see what D'Angelo Russell is capable of.
Pass to Bridges. The feed to Crowder. With 3, Booker. Ayton controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
Outside, Towns. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
The drive by Booker on the wing, Bridges. Here's Ayton. Second chance shot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Outside, Edwards. Passes it to Gobert. Russell with a wide open look. Off target with his three.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Edwards can't hit. Now here's Booker. Lets it go with a three. That shot off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Timberwolves lead by some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Hands it from downtown. Edwards got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Booker against Edwards. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Prince finds Edwards. Towns with it. Just 4 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Outside Russell. Now the pass to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Connects, the jumper drops. Booker's got 5 points so far.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Russell kicks to Prince. Crosses over. Out to Edwards. They get it again. Russell left side. Prince outside. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 2. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefines the point guard position.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Russell, no good. Paul outside. Booker is screen on Edwards. To the middle. And the dunk by Booker.
Pick and roll. Chris Paul, they are synonymous with excellence. This guy in the two-man game, look out.
Edwards against Booker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Ayton.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Booker's got it all tied up now for the Suns. Outside Edwards. 1:36 left in the second quarter. Prince finds Edwards. Towns in the corner. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
A nice shot by Booker.
Now, part of that is recognizing the spacing, and Booker so good at finishing on the break.
Pass to Prince. Outside, Towns. He feeds it to Gobert. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Ayton. Paul outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
When Chris Paul gets into the teeth of the defense, make no mistake, this guy's in attack mode because he wants to go to the foul line.
Both free throws good from Paul.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Paul passes to Booker. From downtown. The putback, and Paul stays with it. Paul's got the lead up to 4 now for Phoenix.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. And Edwards with the stuff.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards, always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Booker with the screen for Paul. Booker outside for the 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Russell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Devin Booker.
Clearly a foul.
Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And to me, the ceiling that D'Angelo Russell has is really high. This guy is dynamic. He's confident. He can score it. And he's just going to continue to want to prove himself.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break.
22.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. The Suns leading on the court for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. Here's Russell. It's Prince on the wing. Goes up at the stripe. Towns dishes to Russell. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, fast off his feet and up at the rim in a hurry. Taurean Prince with an easy one.
For 3, Booker. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. For 3, Edwards. Jay Crowder with the rebound. Crowder's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Booker, and he gets it to go. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's been known as a good ball handler, but Booker entering elite territory with that move.
Right side, Russell, over Paul. Back to Edwards. Takes it inside, and Edwards with the stuff.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Left side, Towns. For the tie. With the putback. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the blockout, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Booker at the elbow. Over Edwards. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Bridges outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And the Suns lead by 1.
Well, good position, feet set. Bridges totally ready to get the shot off in catch-and-shoot situations. Nicely done.
Outside, Russell. He dishes it to Prince. Russell passes to Gobert. And he banks in the layup. Gobert's got 8 points.
I'll tell you, little you can do to stop Gobert in there. He's just too long and too hungry.
All up top, he's guarded by Russell. Here's Booker. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Edwards. Prince with it. Bridges covering. Prince dishes to Russell. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And up the court come the Suns on the break. And Ayton throws it down.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton. No doubt on the dunk.
Outside Edwards. Prince in the corner. Another miss by Minnesota. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. It's a 1-point game. And the dunk by Booker.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Russell against Paul. Towns for 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Paul passes to Booker. Gobert with the block.
This guy is an absolute menace and force on the defensive end. Rudy Gobert says, no, sir.
Edwards can't hit. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Pass to Booker. Back to Bridges. Dishes it to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Wow, the inability to counter the vertical of Devin Booker. Up and in.
There's 18 seconds left in the third.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And we've reached the end of the third. Suns ahead, up 7. From Target Center, back in a moment. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Phoenix?
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the 3-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Suns leading by 7. Bridges passes to Booker. It's 2-on-1. There's the lob to Towns. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, oops, the alley. A gorgeous delivery to Towns.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Back to Paul. Outside Crowder. Ayton a screen on Edwards. Booker, good.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Here's Edwards from the arc. And taken away by Paul. And Paul with a clear path to the hoop. Ahead. And there's Bridges on the assist by Paul. And now a 9-point Suns lead.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
Towns finds Russell. There's the drive. Here's Gobert, and the layup is good.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Suns leading by 7. Paul dishes to Booker. On the wing, Bridges. Basket counts. Bridges got the lead back up to 9 now for the Suns.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Russell passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Paul against Russell. With 3, Booker. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Towns for 3. Paul with the steal. Bridges kicks to Ayton.
2 minutes remaining.
Kicks it out to Paul.
2 minutes.
Bounce pass from Bridges. Suns moving the ball around. With 3, Booker. Gobert pulls it in. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Paul. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Edwards finds Prince. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
One of the hardest things to deal with Taurean Prince is trying to match his energy. This guy goes all out every time.
And both free throws good for Prince.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
Paul with the ball. Russell's there. Booker with no one around. Nailed from three-point land. Booker's got 27.
Well, if Booker is in three-point territory, the defense has got to be there on the catch. He's got such tremendous accuracy from deep.
Prince wide open. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Bridges kicks to Paul. Russell against Booker. Bridges outside. On the clock. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Russell with the rebound. Minnesota with the ball. Trailing here by 8. Left side, Towns. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that narrows the gap to 7.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Paul looking over the floor. Passes it to Crowder. Ayton wide open. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here is Paul. And an intentional foul right there.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Paul outside. It's stolen by Gobert.
I don't like that decision there on the entry pass. Not with the defender right.
solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Ja Morant is out there with John Conchar. And it's Adams in at the 5.
Challenging the heart of the defense. Ja Morant can beat you with the pass or the shot.
Outside Booker. Here's Craig. Back to Booker. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. B.A., they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
Now here's Jackson.
Right here.
Over Craig. Here's Adams. Just 4 to shoot. Conchar. And another shot. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 4. And the dunk by Jackson.
The young fella usually goes about his business, but on that play, it was a highlight reel from Jaren Jackson.
Now here's Paul. Out to Craig. Outside Booker. Shot clock at 6. Oh, great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line to try to tack on one more. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Morant. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Paul against Morant. Pass to Adams. Paul knocks it away.
Aggressive D from Chris Paul, outworking the shooter and getting a block.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Here's Paul. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
That's like a horse shot. A very brave shot to go with, but he got it to go.
Morant against Paul. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Morant. Doesn't go that time. And Phoenix the other way now. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Morant finds Jackson. Off target with the 3. The Suns have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
And there's Adams. That one's good. On the assist by Morant. Adams has gotten his second bucket of the game. Outside Paul. Inside, Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
Morant against Paul. Here's Adams. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
You know what I like about Steven Adams is his intangibles. He's enthusiastic, he's a leader by example, and he's a role model for the younger players.
Now here's Paul. Oh, the swat by Adams. On the wing, Brooks. He's guarded by Bridges. Adams, shot's good.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Paul with it. Checked by Brooks. And there's the call on Dillon Brooks. That's his first foul. And so here's Phoenix.
This is what Steven Adams is known for. A fantastic defensive player with terrific instincts.
And Brooks no good on that one.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Dillon Brooks. At the line for one.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Paul against Moran. Outside for Brooks. Back to Moran. Here's Conchar. Moran against Booker. They get it again. Adams. Pass to Jackson. 4-3. Here's Adams. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. Here's Booker. Oh, a terrific shot on the turnaround. Booker's got 9.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
Here's Moran.
I saw it.
Wow.
And he saw it.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. And it's Bridges with the jam.
This is legit showmanship right here. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the tomahawk there.
That's more than just getting 2 points. That was sending a clear message.
And please give a big round of applause for your son,
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Phoenix.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and they're focused.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
On the court for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. John Conchar is out there with Ja Morant. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. Morant, the pass to Jackson. No good on the shot. Oh, great D that time from Craig. The Suns leading. It's Booker on the wing. From the arc. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. Memphis shooting 40% from the field in this one. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. Ja Morant's a reliable finisher.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Morant against Aiden. And Aiden pulls it down.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Craig finds Paul. Back to Craig. Paul with it. Adams covering. Outside Booker. Drives to the hoop. And Booker with the jam.
Wow. Booker doing whatever it takes to get to the basket. Totally fearless.
And when Aiden isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year. Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Paul passes to Craig. Moran against Paul. And Booker the bucket on the assist from Paul. Booker's got 9 points in the quarter.
And this is what they depend on Booker to do. Such a versatile, confident scorer.
Here's Moran. Goes back up. Outside for Brooks. Fires from the wing. Moran, no good.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
Paul against Morant. Craig inside. The kick out to Paul. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Jaren Jackson picks one up. In the past, you'd see coaches use the fire and brimstone approach. We don't see that much anymore, Smitty.
No, times have changed. It's still okay to get emotional and do some hard coaching, but now you have to stay in control, or sometimes you will lose the players' respect.
Outside Morant, looking to it. Oh, are you kidding me? Amazing.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Outside Booker. A minute 15 left in the first half of this game. Outside Craig, 5 on the clock. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
There's Jackson with the 3. Offensive board. Adams. He gets it in there.
Watching that play, it's surprising that for his career, Steven Adams has averaged under 8 rebounds a game.
And the free throw, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. For 3, Booker. There's 37 seconds left to play in the half. Good on the shot.
A versatile scorer. At 6'5", Booker has enough size to make plays in the painted area.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Takes the 3. And Booker pulls it down. The Suns have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. Pass to Aiden. Outside Booker. Aiden with a screen. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Steven Adams.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
Both free throws good from Booker.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
So we conclude the first half.
The Grizzlies, 23. Get ready for the Jabberwockies.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Mikal Bridges is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Aiden in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And the shot goes down. Adams has got 11.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
Paul passes to Bridges. Here's Aiden. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Ayton is that he wants to keep getting better. You have to be excited about his future.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Paul against Morant. On the wing, Conchar. Back to Morant. Gets a nice look. And they get it back. Adams, the pass to Morant. Buries it from three. 11 points in the game.
I like this play. Good teamwork. You don't want to force Morant to do everything himself.
To the paint. Here's Booker. The Grizzlies pull it in. And it's Morant.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Paul passes to Craig. Up top, Booker. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Suns lead by 12.
I mean, come on. A 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Morant and
watch out, watch out, watch your head. Awesome. Get out the way. Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Now here's Bridges. Tight defense on him. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Craig. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
Impeccable timing from the towering big man. Ayton is someone you must box out, or this is what happens.
Morant against Paul. Brooks outside. The rebound by Bridges.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Craig passes to Ayton. Over to the wing. Bridges outside. It's Booker on the wing. Launches it. Here's Ayton. Out to Craig. Pass to Booker. From deep three-point range. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 8 in the third. And they go to the intentional foul.
Chris Paul. 4th personal foul. First team foul.
1:24 left in the third. Outside Morant. 6 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Brooks with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Kept alive. And the shot goes in. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Throwing his weight around in the painted area. Steven Adams doing damage.
Paul finds Bridges. There's 47 seconds left in the third. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's good from Bridges. Bridges hits them both. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Paul against Morant.
And then Morant with the jam.
What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Paul passes to Booker. And the Suns miss again.
He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters.
Morant against Paul. There's Jackson with the 3. Memphis the rebound.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns ending the quarter up 10. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. On the court for Memphis, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Ja Morant is out there with John Conchar, and it's Adams in at the 5.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
Paul against Morant. Paul passes to Bridges. Now here's Booker. Defense is right there. Count it. Booker's got 24.
Incredible balance to convert the tough basket. Booker doesn't play scared around the rim.
Pass to Conchar. There's the triple. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Paul passes to Bridges. Back to Paul. 3-pointer. Drills it from deep. And the Suns lead by 10.
What focus on the range shot by Chris, not letting anything throw him off.
Outside Morant. From deep. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And that one's good. Paul.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
Paul against Morant. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Booker. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
For 3, Booker. Bullseye! Booker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
No question. Booker excels at finding shots. He can be a real point machine.
Morant against Paul. Here's Jackson. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
Outside Booker. Back to Paul. Out to Craig. The Suns need to get off a shot.
Phoenix foul. Devin Booker. Second personal foul.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Outside Morant to the inside. Here's Jackson. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. And it's now only a 5-point Phoenix lead. Paul against Morant. Outside Booker. Craig with a screen. And Booker, here we go. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Phoenix?
Well, a lot of what has happened is that they have gotten to the line. They have done a great job of finding contact and making them pay.
Yeah, another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
outside call. Pass to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Booker attacking. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Steven Adams.
And even with the stakes this high, I wouldn't bet against Booker. He has this shot really dialed in.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Adding a little cushion to their advantage. Nice work at the line.
Ball against Morant. Pass to Conchar. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. To the middle. Now here's Booker. He's closely guarded. Craig passes to Booker. The shot comes out. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate...
Oh, hammer it home!
Ooh, that hurt. This is why he has the ball. Ja Morant, he loves to deliver in these moments.
Ball passes to Booker. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job.
might have a throwback battle on our hands, Greg. These two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point. The three from Morris. It's hauled in by the Suns. A drive by Paul. Here's Crowder, and it's sent back by Morris.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly. Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Paul passes to Bridges. Back to Paul. Now, here's Bridges. Dishes to Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Bridges kicks to Booker. Fader on the way. Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, there's no stress in Devin Booker's game. Shot clock winding down. He gets it.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Now, here is George. A second chance effort, and that one clearly a foul. Hits the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Ayton. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers. Ball comes in for Jackson. Booker, no good. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Leonard. Back to George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And it's 6 points for Paul George.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him, but the fact is he did, and he delivered. That's a great pass.
Lobs it up for Crowder. That shot, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
And so here's Phoenix after the basket by Los Angeles. And Booker kicks to Bridges. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
And here's Booker after Paul George getting his 3 to go. That one doesn't go. 1:44 left in the first quarter of the game. Wall, no luck. Suns trail by 5. Mikal's time in Philly was very short, Brent. Bridges traded Phoenix on draft night.
Well, that was a bit of a shocker. I mean, all the talk about being the hometown hero, and then all of a sudden he's on his way to the desert heading towards Phoenix. But you look at Mikal's career, he's been awesome for the Suns. I mean, what development as a 3-and-D player, making the finals, signing a big extension, such a huge part of the Phoenix Suns franchise in their future.
Oh, Leonard in position. Crowder with the steal. Bridges against George. And here's Booker from the arc. The shot will not fall. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Chris Paul picks up that one.
You know, Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA. Gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now here's Crowder, still looking for his first bucket in this one. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. No good from Booker.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
That's a pretty sweet dish there by Paul George, just selfless on that play.
Paul dishes to Bridges. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Wall with the bounce pass. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Wall passes to Leonard. Knocked loose and stolen by Booker. Fast break, here come the Suns. Lobbed up there for Booker. Wall with the steal. George with the ball. Bridges covering. Outside, Wall. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And Phoenix with another turnover here.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that. After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away. Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Paul for 3. That one no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Ball against Paul. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by Ayton.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Phoenix no good that time either. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Covington kicks to Zubats. Crowder with the steal. And it's Paul penetrating. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Just got that ball on a string and uses that change of pace so effective. Chris Paul getting wherever he wants to go now.
Outside, George. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. how do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Down low, Covington with the steal. Paul with the steal. Lobs it up for Crowder. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Pass to Covington. Back to Wall. Over in the corner, Zubac. And that one hits back iron.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA and a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Clippers leading by 12. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. No good from Zubac. Phoenix has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Bridges dishes to Ayton. Paul kicks to Bridges. The drive by Booker over George. And there's Booker on the assist by Bridges. And it's 7 points for Devin Booker. Ball taking his time here. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Leonard, no luck.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Booker, no good. The 3 from George. No good on that one. And so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. I'll look at the field goal percentage. Thanks for the great interview, David. Playing through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. And Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Suns.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he could be a bully on the inside.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Well, part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
Right side, George. It's hauled in by the Suns. Paul's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Booker with no one around. No good on the 3. And Brent, that Clippers turnaround, did you see that coming?
I mean, not in this way, Kevin. Certainly it's been a lot of outside factors that have gotten the Clippers to this point, but with the ownership and the enthusiasm behind what the owner brings to the table and wanting to make this team viable, they're in position to make some great noise if they find their health. So healthy for the league to have 2 teams in LA that can be this good.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. for three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Wall against Paul. Wall passes to George.
Hey, come around.
Tipped away. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
George playing with purpose, and he is in attack mode.
Ball fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Clippers leading by 8. And here's George. 22 points for him. The pass to Leonard. 6 to shoot. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Pass to Booker. There's the 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Booker's got 9 points here in the second half. Outside Leonard. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. The kick out to Wall. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. It's deflected.
Well, more than capable as a defender. Bridges with a great job using his length.
For 3, Booker, a new 14 for the Suns. Launches it. They get it back. Ayton. He feeds it to Paul. Booker left side. Paul George with the steal. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Ayton. Pass to Paul. Outside Crowder. And there's the feed to Booker. In the corner, it's Bridges. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Shot clock at 2. Ayton trying to break free. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Devin Booker. Here's Wall. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. George looking around. Can't cash in from close range. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth dance team.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Los Angeles leading by 3. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Leonard, no luck. Well, Phoenix shooting just 31% in the game. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. All with it. Outside, George. Pass to Zubac. Some solid defense from Ayton.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
The Clippers in the lead. The 3 from George. And stolen by Ayton. Paul outside. Crowder dishes to Bridges. Paul outside. On the wing, Booker. From past the arc. It's rebounded by John Wall.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Using that athleticism to convert the alley-oop. Covington is simply a difference maker out there.
And here's Booker from the arc. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
First team foul.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Clippers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
Now Leonard. Outside, Wall. Back to Leonard. 5 to shoot. Over Booker. And it's Leonard missing. Suns trail by 5. Booker the pass to Bridges. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, Bridges doing a good job fighting hard past the foul, even after the release.
Both free throws good from Bridges.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Wall with the bounce pass. Bridges against Leonard. Shoots over Bridges. And stolen by Ayton. That's a 2 from Crowder. Hits the jumper in space.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Wall passes to Leonard. Covington in the corner. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Wall. And the Clippers miss again. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got the lead up to 1 now for the Suns.
That's got to feel good. A guy who can score, stepping up and hitting buckets, as important as that one.
Leonard looking over the floor. Covington finds Leonard. Back to Covington. Now Leonard. The pass to Wall. That ball. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Wall's got his first points in this one.
And this is why Coach trusts Wall in these situations. He has a knack for making the right play at the right time.
For 3, Booker. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Outside Leonard. It's Covington on the wing. Crowder with the steal.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
Back to Booker. Paul outside. Ayton a screen on Wall. Booker tries again. Paul for 3. No good that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. You can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
From deep, George. It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Well, important there to have the 3-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now.
1 second separate in the shot clock and game clock. Again, the miss by Booker.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. That's right. No other option but to foul and look for some misses.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And there's a lot of nuance to Wall's game. People talk about his speed and things like that, but his instinct and skill are equally as important, if not more so.
Now, here is George. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Two shots.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Clippers ball.
So the Clippers with the win. A truly gutsy. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.